Hello everyone, welcome to this webinar on the Rare Disease Day 2015 website. Thank you for joining. My name is Jean-Marc Sfeir, I am webmaster at EURORDIS and I will be hosting this session. So the purpose of this webinar is to show you how to use the Rare Disease Day 2015 website to enter your events. We'll start with an overview of all the information available on the website. We'll continue then by seeing how to connect to your back office, add information about your organization, add events, and then add photos and video after your events. Feel free to ask any question during this presentation. You can use the chat box that is at the left of your screen, and I'll be pleased to answer. Also, this video will be recorded and made available soon on the back office of Rare Disease Day. So let's start with the overview of the website. So this is the homepage of our 2015 website. And as you can see, like last year, we have a great emphasis of all the events which are displayed in a feed on this homepage. And you can also filter these events by country. For example, these are the events on the country Belgium. As you can see now on the top of this page, we have four main sections of this website. The first one is the section about the day, where you can find information, of course, about Rare Disease Day, but also about rare diseases, about the theme of the 2015 Rare Disease Day campaign, which is Living with a Rare Disease. And you will also find some highlights of past Rare Disease Day. The second section is the Events Worldwide section. Here you have a map, and this map is listing all the countries and regions where you have events. So when you click on the balloon, you can access to the country, to the selected country. So for example, let's take United Kingdom. This is the UK page. You can also, on this Events Worldwide page, access to the country or region page by clicking on one of these buttons. It's the same link. So let's take, for example, this page. This is the United Kingdom page. So what you can see at the top of this page is information about the involvement of the country, followed by a slideshow of photos and videos, and also a list of all the events which are organized in this country. Eventually, a blog about the national alliance that is representing the country, if there is a national alliance in this country. And finally, a list of friends of Rare Disease Day in this country. We'll talk later about the role of these friends. So now let's take, for example, this event, which is organized in UK. So when you click on the event, you go to the event page. So you can see the organizer of the event, which is the organization Find a Cure, the city where it's being organized, the phone number, the website link, the Facebook page, the Twitter page of the event, and also a contact form to contact the event manager. You also have a photo or a logo of this event, and eventually a program which the organizer can upload, and of course the description of the event. Below that you will find a blog about the organization affiliated to this event, which can be different sometimes than the organizer of the event. The organization affiliated is gathering the information to upload it on the website. So now let's go to the third section, the Get Involved one. So on Get Involved, you will have IDs that you can use and share to raise awareness for Rare Disease Day. So the first thing you can do, for example, is to download and share our communication materials. So now, for now, we have some Rare Disease Day logos, a website countdown that you can embed in your website, an email banner, an info pack, a flyer, another banner, and some social media badges for your Facebook or your Twitter accounts. So when you download this communication material, what we ask to do is to also become a friend in order to tell us what you are going to do with this, this communication material that you download. Besides from that, you can also become a friend. You can join us on our social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and Flickr. What you can also do is upload a photo raising and joining your hands. Raising and joining hands is a symbolic gesture to show your support for Rare Disease Day. You can also upload a photo telling your story in order to share your experience of living with a rare disease. Apart from that, you also have the possibility to post your event directly from this page, post your event, but we'll talk about this option a little bit later. The page Organize an Awareness Raising Activity is a recap of what you can do to get involved for Rare Disease Day. So let's go now to the last section, which is a news feed. So in this feed, we'll give you some updates on the Rare Disease Day 2015 campaign. Okay, so that's it for the overview of the Rare Disease Day website. If you have any question, feel free to ask them now or even later during the webinar. So if you don't have questions, we will now go to the back office and move to the back office and show you how you can connect to your account and add information about your organization, add events, and finally add photos and videos. So in your mailbox, you should have received an email like this one with your username and a link to set your password. If you haven't received this email, please contact us at rarediseaseday@eurordis.org. This email address is written in the box at the bottom left of this webinar screen. So we will send it back to you. So in this email, apart from the username and link to set your password, you have another very important link. It's the link to the back office. Why is it very important? Because you don't have links on rarediseaseday.org to find this link to the back office. You need to put it, for example, in your bookmark or to remember the exact address, which is rarediseaseday.org/login. So with this link, you'll be able to connect to the back office at any time. So let's now set up our password. So I just created for this webinar an organization test, which is named Test JMS, as you can see here. And I would like to set my password to be able to then add my information about my organization and add my events. So I'm just going to follow the link that you will have received in your email. And I just need to create my password. So your password must be at least 6 characters long and have numbers and letters. Otherwise, you will not be able to set your password. Okay, so I set my password. I retap the password and I click on Set Password. Okay, so now my password is set. As you can see, this is the home page of the back office. So let's say now let me log out and let's say I forgot my password. How do I do to have a new password? You just need to click on Forgot Password when you are on rarediseaseday.org/login and enter your username or email address connected to your account and then you will receive a second email and a link to reset this password. So let me connect once again to my account created. Okay, I'm back. So you can see in the stop bar you have a button, account setting. When you click on that, you can see the information about your username, the email connected to your username, and you can also reset your password if you want to change it. So when you click on home, you go back to the home page of the back office. Let's move now to adding information about your organization. So the first thing you need to do, you can click whether on this link here or this one here. It's the same. So this would be already set by the administrator, and you can fill in all the other fields. So for example, the name of my press contact would be me. I can upload a logo if the dimension of the logo are at minimum 100 pixel per 100 pixel. So let me choose my logo. I can also say the cities where my association is situated. So my association is in Paris and also in Brussels. I can set my phone number. Important thing, we need to add our numbers within the international format. Otherwise, it would not work. My website, same thing. I need to add HTTP before my website. So HTTP www.eurodis.org. I can also set my Facebook page if I have one, which I do. Same with the Twitter account. And finally, I can write a description of my organization's activity within the limit of 2,000 characters, including HTML. So let's write description of my organization, for example. As you can see here, you have some buttons to help you pasting from other documents, for example, pasting as plain text, which take out all the formatting that you can have on your documents, pasting from Microsoft Word, an arrow to go back to what you had just before, a button to put your text in bold, in italic. This button allows you to add links. This one allows you to insert file to the server. And this one is quite the same, but it's to insert a picture, but only if the picture has already its own URL. For example, if this is a picture that is already on your website, you can just click here and enter the URL of this picture. This button is to embed media content, for example, a video from YouTube. And this last one is to see the HTML code of this block. So I have filled all the information about my association. I can now click on Save. Okay, so I can go back and check. You see all my information has been recorded. My logo is here. I can delete it if I want. I can upload a new one. I can change the information about my organization. At any time, I can change that when I'm on the home page or any page by clicking here in Add Edit Information about your organization. So let's now, if you don't have questions, move to how to add edit events on your organization's page. Well, I forgot to say something. This information that you fill in when you are, just to remind you, when you are on the website, and let's take for example United Kingdom and this event, all this information from this form will be displayed here under organization affiliated. Let's now see how you can add an event and add the information that will be displayed all over here. So you need to click on Add Edit Events, and now I don't have events created with my association. This will be my first event. So once again, it's just about filling the form. I just need to set my first event's title, event organizer, that would be EURORDIS, the date of the event. Let's say my event is on February 28, 2015. The ending date, you need to fill this field just if your event lasts more than 1 day. So my event, for example, I would say it's only going to be on the 28th. So I'm not going to fill in this form. You have the option also to upload a program of your event, if it's a PDF, a PNG, or a JPEG file, and you have a weight limit of 2 MO. So don't upload files that are too heavy. So I'm going to take my program, open. I can also upload a photo of my event. If you remember, this is the place where the photo will be displayed, and this is where the program will be displayed. So let's take one of the photos, this one. And as for the program, there is a weight limit of 2 MO, and you also have a dimension limit of 400 pixel width and 300 height for the image that you upload. It needs to be a minimum of this dimension. Event location. My event, let's say it's going to be in Paris. The address, let's say this one. The phone, it's like the organization's form. You need to put it under the international format. Same for the website with HTTP. Facebook page of the event. You need to understand the difference between what we just filled in before and what we're filling in now. Just before, it was the information of my organization. Now it can be different. This would be for the event. You can, for example, have a specific website for this event or a specific Facebook page. So that's why you need to fill it again. Okay. Event of event manager, this would be me again. And now you can see status of your event on our website. You can leave it to published if you want your event to be published as soon as possible. But you can also set it to unpublished if you want to keep it as a draft and come back later to add some information and to publish it. We'll keep it unpublished. And finally, the most important, the description of the event. This is, when you're on the event, it's this part. So it's very important to be the more precise possible in order to attract visitors when they are visiting your event, and to let them find all the information that they need to know. Information about my event. So just like before, you have the same buttons to paste text from Word, to put it in bold, italic, to add links, or to upload files to the server, to insert images or media content like YouTube videos. So my form is now filled, and I can click on the Save button. Okay, so as this is my very first event, I have several messages. The first one says that, okay, it's my first event, it's not yet visible. If I want to put it visible, I need to go to the home page and set my status to be published. After the status is set to be published, our administrators here will put it online after reviewing manually all the information that you've entered, and your event will then be live. This is just for your first event. Once your first event is live, you won't have to to do that for the next event. So I have other messages saying your event's picture need to be cropped. That is because my picture is not with the right dimension. I have the possibility to adjust it and to crop it. So as you can see, I can move my picture, and I'm going to put it just like that and save the picture. Okay, now it's good. And my first event is created. So what I'm going to do is go back to the home page of my back office and set my status to submitted. As you can see, I'm not allowed to put it online. Only our administrators of EURORDIS Day will set your status to online after they review your information. Okay, so now it says that I have submitted my information. It's going to be reviewed and soon be put online. Something important, if you are a national alliance, you will already be set to online. You won't have to do that. You won't have to put your status to submitted. Your events will already be put online as soon as you save them. Now let's move on to the last part of this webinar, is about adding photos and videos. For example, after your events, if you want to highlight what happened with, for example, photos that you've taken during the event, or even videos. So you need to click whether on this third link or on the top bar on Add, Edit, Photos and Videos. So I haven't uploaded any photo or videos, so it says manage your 0 photo, 0 video. I can start by uploading, for example, a photo. Let's say, okay, my event, I've taken some photos of my event and I want to add one and connect it to the event. So I'm going to write the title of the photo I'm going to upload. I'm going to choose the picture. Let's take this one. And as you can see here, I can connect it to one of my events or not. So I just have one event, so it's just telling me this is your event. Okay, I'm going to connect it to my first event, and I'm going to enter a description of my photo. I'm clicking on save, and as you can see, I have a thumbnail appearing of my photo. I can edit it at any time by clicking on edit, or even by clicking on the thumbnail and clicking on edit. Now I can change the description of my photo, the event that is linked from the photo, and the title. As you see, the status is waiting for approval because as for the events, we have a manual approbation system that require our team to look at the photos before they are put online. You can also delete your photo. So if you are not connecting your photo to one of your events, it will just be displayed on your countries page. So for example, we are going back to United Kingdom. If you are just uploading a photo without connecting it to one of your events, it will just be displayed here. Let's now see how we can upload videos. So it's the other tab, Manage Your Video. You click on Add a New Video. You can enter the video title and the URL of the video. It's Well, it's best if your video is on YouTube, Vimeo or Dailymotion. In this case, you just have to paste. Let's take, well, I just took this one. I just need to paste the URL of my YouTube video, and like for the photos, I can connect it to my events or not. So I'm not going to connect the video to my event. I just want to my video to be on my country page. So video description that you can enter in this field, and then you click on save, and you can see the thumbnail of your video, and you can even play it if you want to check that is the correct video, and edit it if it's not the right one. Okay, so as you can see, well, I don't have so many videos, so it's easy to manage. But if, let's say, if I had many videos, you can apply some. You can manage all your video from this page. It's the same thing if you have many events. You can find all your events under the Manage Your Event tab. By default, when you click on Add Edit Events, you will go to the form that allows you to create a new event. But as you can see here is listed my event, my first event. If I have many events, all my events will be listed there. And once I'm on this page, I can apply filters if I want to find one specific event. So I think that's pretty much it. Please don't hesitate to ask questions. It's time for questions now. Well, if you have questions after this webinar, you can whether write to us at rarediseaseday@eurordis.org, or you can see this webinar once again if you missed the beginning next week on the EURORDIS e-news next Wednesday. But you will also be able to see this video on the back office under the help section if you missed a part, if you want to see it again. Okay, so I don't see any question. Yes, we have a question coming. Okay, so I don't see any question. So, well, to conclude this webinar, one thing really important, we really count on you to upload all of your events and photos. The more events we have, the more we will be able to raise awareness for Rare Disease Day.